Ah, the greatest character in video game history. Security guard guy who is eating pizza and looking at let's just call them saucy magazines.
You got each other.
Oh god.
Shake.
Aw.
Good
I love
boy.
the hesitation. Like the slight hesitation, but he knows that she means well.
I guess we don't really have time to
And he
catch up.
also knows that
Sorry.
Raiden is just
Not
kind of
really.
making fun of him.
It's okay. Follow me.
Or is Raiden making fun of him actually? Because that red glow right there kind of indicates Jack the Ripper mode.
So
So
exactly
it makes it seem like Raiden was genuinely hurt that Blade Wolf didn't shake his hand. It's kind of funny, like, how much basic dog tricks differ in their name based on languages, because it took me a while to understand that shake was called shake in English.
Right.
Because in Danish,
Thanks.
if you directly translate what we say, it becomes give paw. We tell the dog to give paw. Which, I mean, that's technically also accurate, I suppose, but I just always find those little things interesting where, like, they mean the exact same, but directly translating gives you completely different things.
Roger.
Ready for countdown.
No time for that.
I think that's also why I absolutely love insults getting translated into a different language than the one they're from. Like, there it is. That base contains a treasure greater than any other.
Well, anything?
Nothing. You sure we got the right place?
The One Piece will struggle to compare to the treasure contained within that base.
All right. I'm headed in.
Let us acquire it. No stealth. I ain't fucking around. Nope, none of that pussy shit here. We're going straight in. I was about to say guns blazing, but that's the enemies. Sword swinging, I suppose? Saying I'm going in sword swinging doesn't really have the same appeal as saying I'm going in guns blazing, though.
Sam's gone, and I blew the winds of destruction away. I'll be fine.
Hey, Raiden, making puns based off bosses being defeated and like is my thing. I'm allowed to make the bad jokes based on bosses being defeated, and then cut them out of the video because I didn't think of them fast enough and became kind of awkward. Oh. Hey, big guy. Oh well. Just you and me, is it? Well, you don't seem distressed, but you do seem disarmed. Like how I started this whole thing saying I was going in guns blazing, but then like I did like the largest section of this place without getting detected. Wolf, you must live on. Preserve the legacy of the thickest samurai.
Where are they?
Actually, now I'm just thinking, what were the specifics of what happened here? Did Armstrong fight Wolf, beat Wolf, and then go underground to get the Metal Gear? Anyway, a Metal Gear is rising out of the ground.
Well, if it isn't Saucy Jack.
Amazing. He's here.
Just a little too late.
The treasure himself,
As usual.
Armstrong.
Armstrong. Impressive little toy you've got there. But your plan ends here.
idiot! You're not ending our plan. You're expanding it. Check the internet lately.
Man.
Raiden, Air Force One
Armstrong
coming back
is-
to the States.
Armstrong is similar to Sundowner in that every single line he says is delivered so in such a way that it's funny and entertaining no matter what he's saying. Like people focus too much on like the big meme lines in this game when they're like looking for lines that are funny. Armstrong and Sundowner are just always funny. Their deliveries are so great.
Calling for blood.
The Patriots planted the seed. We don't need them around to filter and foster their memes any longer. We're spreading them just fine ourselves. Every American man, woman, and child. We're all sons of the Patriots now! Wouldn't want any eyewitness reports complicating the message.
Alright. Let's dance, Armstrong. I'm gonna make you retreat farther than your hairline. I can see why people like Metal Gears, like just themselves, not the franchise, just because I haven't played enough of the games to really know that. But Metal Gears are fucking cool. I mean, they are mechs. They're giant, like, mechs that are just designed in a way to make them fit more into like more contemporary settings that only have spy movie levels of sci-fi elements, as opposed to the usual mechs that are just complete sci-fi. You've only made me use one of my healing items. There we go. You've lost your leg, privileges. I'm doing what I do best. I'm lacking it. Which you will not be doing soon. Sorry that I just cut off the lyrics of your theme. But I feel like it's time for a key change. Learn to aim, Armstrong. It might help you. Those were not even close to me. Come on, what are you doing? Oh? Gonna fire again. Gonna fire again. Big boy, big boy. Big boy firing lasers again. Ooh. Ooh, so scary wary. So scary wary. Oh, oh no, oh no. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh no, whatever will I do? How will I dodge these lasers? Oh. I'm so used to them just dying from the lasers. I actually was not. I think I took my thumb off the thumbstick. I wasn't actually ready to parry. Come on, come on. Give me your feet. Not that way. I'm not buying your OnlyFans. Alright. I love how thick the plating here is. Like, even when you cut it, you can really tell that it's thick armor. Like, that feels like some real peak of weaponry plating. Like, you'd be very fucking worried if you came up against something with armor as thick as the armor you cut off this thing. Not that it really matters when you're using a high-frequency blade, but oh yeah! Parallels, baby! Started out throwing a Metal Gear, and we're ending it out throwing a Metal Gear. But we're not done here. Giga Blade mode! Oh, a bang, you say? Well, this fight certainly will end with a bang. But it won't be me going down. Get wrecked. It's like, this is a very slow blade mode, and I understand why some people might be disappointed by that, but I just absolutely adore getting to use something this big and wield it as my own weapon to cut down like a Metal Gear that's even bigger than the one you fought in the tutorial stage. Boom! And does a little flip. Nice. Alright. That was the warm-up. Time for the main event himself.
Slippery little bastard.
The Armstrong is real.
I don't have time for
Can we
this.
get much higher? I think it's kinda hilarious that Armstrong was not piloting the Metal Gear Excelsior or Excelsus or
Let's
whatever.
go.
He was not piloting the
Hell
Metal
you
Gear
thinking?
out of necessity. He just felt like it.
Play
He was
college
actually
ball, you know.
nerfing himself by using a
That's
Metal
cushy
Gear.
Ivy League school.
I actually love the display of fighting styles here, because like
Try University of Texas.
Armstrong is very clearly just brute forcing everything, while Raiden is a lot more like actually skilled and experienced with fighting.
With my bare
And I feel like that
hands.
fits the characters pretty well, because Armstrong really doesn't.
Don't fuck with this,
Armstrong
Senator.
built his worldview and ideas on like assumptions about what things are like for other people,
What the
but
hell
he
are you?
himself is not.
Why don't you
He
stick
he
around
has
and
he does
find
not
out?
have the experience to really back up the
I
worldviews he
can
builds.
trust you with-
Ugh.
What?
Nice knife. First time Raiden actually managed to dodge a hit to the chin. And he like stood there and laughed for a bit about the fact that he didn't get hit in the chin, only to just get punished for it and have his chin scraped along the floor. Honestly though, Armstrong and Raiden's interactions are hard to commentate over as someone who is not playing the game blind,
What?
because like
Start the economy.
how am I supposed to compete? How am I supposed to be entertaining enough to compete with
All
Armstrong?
you care about is lining your own.
He's such a good villain.
All right. The truth then. You're right about one thing. I do need capital and votes. Wanna know why? I have a dream
What?
that one day
Raiden looks so
every person
baffled. I
in this
love it.
nation will control their own destiny. A land of the truly free, damn it. A nation of action, not words, ruled by strength, not committee. Where the law changes to suit the individual, not the other way around. Where power and justice are back where they belong. In the hands of the people.
Yeah, like this is generally what I mean. Armstrong does not know what it's like to be at the bottom of anything. He is extremely powerful and has nanomachines that like enhances his power to the point where it's like basically impossible to injure him for most people. Like most, he could walk off most like military weaponry without even a scratch. And he also has just, you know, he hasn't been poor, he hasn't been hungry. He doesn't know what it's like to be at the bottom of anything.
America's disease.
He's only
rotten to
really
the
known
core.
success.
There's no saving
And
it.
so
We need to pull it out
when
by
he
the roots.
starts talking about
Wipe
like
the slate clean.
taking the things you want in life with your own strength, he's doing it from the position of someone who never needed to take things with their own strength.
The weak will be purged.
Meanwhile, Raiden is just here as someone
And the
who actually like
strongest will
was
thrive.
forced to because of his
Free to live
circumstances
they
as a
see
child.
fit. They'll
And
make America great again.
Raiden has the experience to know that like that's not a life you should wish on others. He has been
Not for what they're
holding that
told
in
is
for so
right.
long. It feels
Every
like
man will be free to
like,
fight his own wars.
the fact that he continues stomping on Raiden while explaining is just like, it really just gives me this sense that this is him just letting out his hyperfixation. I feel like he was hyperfixated on this for a long time, and this is just him finally having an outlet.
You should try fighting for what you believe in sometime, Jack. Not for a company or a nation or for anyone else.
Saying that as though Raiden wasn't literally going to abandon his company and like the country he lives in and everything else just to fight for what he believed
Am
in.
I finally getting through?
Like, Armstrong's whole
rid this world of pointless
worldview
wars.
is built on ignorance. He makes assumptions about what everything else is like, and just like doesn't even challenge those assumptions. He just assumes that he has the correct idea. And honestly, that's great. That's great for a villain.
You're batshit insane!
Like, and the reason why it's great for a villain is that it allows him to be such a fucking maniac while still feeling very, like, human and complex and ass-shot.
What do you know about the weak? You weren't born poor. You've never been hungry.
Yeah.
You know what it's like to fight and steal and kill just to survive.
But you did survive! Through sheer force of will, following your own set of rules. With your own two hands, you took back your life!
And now, I'll take yours.
Oh, yeah. Alright then. Oh. It didn't even last like a couple of seconds. Honestly, I feel like this is a very good use of like video game elements and storytelling, because you can see Armstrong's health going down. It's just going down by so little compared to the amount of effort that he still feels basically invincible. But like, it's showing through gameplay elements, it's showing us that like, hey, Armstrong can be hurt, it's just very fucking difficult. You're not doing it easily, but it's technically possible.
Why won't you die?
Nanomachines, son!
Nanomachines. Nanomachines.
Hardened in response to
Everything is
physical trauma.
nanomachines.
You can't hurt me, Jack!
I think it's funny that like Armstrong has these massive thighs, yet somehow his ass is like still puny compared to Sam's. So here's a question. Does Armstrong have nanomachines in his dick, and if so, do they affect sex? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
Whoa.
Begin playback.
Sam.
2 years I've been working towards this. And on the last day, Blondie has me doubting the whole thing. We'll leave it up to fate then, shall we, Wolfie? A duel to the death. May the best man win.
Sam.
I cut him down, and that's that. Back to a regularly scheduled international incident. But if he beeps me, if I die here, the lock on my blade will disable after a couple hours. What happens after that is up to you, Wolfie.
Ha! Even dead, that guy's a pain in my ass.
Ah,
So,
and even dead, that guy's a
you
blessing in
think
mine.
that, you little fuck. Damn much!
Armstrong!
You kicked Blade Wolf,
I said my sword was a tool of justice.
and nothing, not even my
Not
love for
used in
Armstrong,
anger. Not used
can
for
get
vengeance.
me past that.
This isn't my sword.
I cannot forgive, and I cannot forget. You hurt Blade Wolf, and now you must die.
Come on. Okay. Let's dance.
And that's Sam's line. Right there at the end, Raiden uses Sam's line. Realize you were just like me, trying to make history. Who's to judge the right from wrong? When our guard is down, I think we'll both agree that violence breeds violence. But in the end, it has to be this way. All right. Toss that shit. What, you think you're better than me? Bring that shit, Kazuma! 10 years on Reddit made you a fucking pussy. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is actually something I mentioned in the same fight. This is the second fight in the game where the music only plays when the boss is holding their sword. Because this is not Armstrong's boss theme. It's Raiden's. The lyrics cut out when Raiden doesn't have his sword. Because the boss doesn't have his weapon. This mechanic is funny just because of how many times like streamers and YouTubers and stuff play this game for the first time and they just can't figure out how to do it. And it's like actually one of the easiest Armstrong mechanics to deal with. Oh fuck. Ah! Shit. Ah! Ah! Get smacked! Oh, there was some bone crunching sounds in that too. Yeah, I hope so. Oh, fuck. Toss it, see what happens. Bam. That's what happens. You're 0.1% now. You will die. This is the end for you. We've slammed, we've jammed. Show's over. Your name is Armstrong, but by the end of this you'll be arm weak. That joke really pissed him off, it looks like. Final blade mode. Game over. You can talk about your dreams all you want, Armstrong. But in the end, I really don't think your heart is in it.
Same age as me, but all this spaceship, you're genius, girl.
Mm-hmm.
And you're hot for days.
Huh? Where did that come from?
Alert. Alert. Rescinding.
This about a crazy
Blade
world,
Wolf.
nah?
To some people, he'll always be Jack the Ripper. The Raiden I know is a hero.
And that was Metal Gear Rising: Vengeance. Man, I love this game. It's honestly, fully and genuinely one of my favorite games of all time. I cannot emphasize that enough. This game is up alongside the likes of Dark Souls 1, Amnesia: The Dark Descent, like just a bunch of games that I consider to be phenomenal. It's just... I don't know where exactly I'd place it compared to other games I'd consider my favorite, but it's definitely in my top 5 of all time. And I've replayed it so many times just because of how much I love it. And I'm probably going to replay it again and again. Game is like, it's short, but that's because it doesn't want to overstay its... That's because it doesn't really overstay its welcome. It's like... It's the perfect length for the type of game it is. The mechanics constantly get used more and more throughout the game. It never like stagnates on new enemy types, and you unlock new weapons that you can assign to your heavy attack as you go on. There's just a ton of variety in it for how short the game actually is. If you made Metal Gear Rising like 10 to 12 hours, it would still have enough variety to last that time. Like, it doesn't really lack in gameplay variety, and the writing is really enjoyable. It's fun. It just has a blast with what it is, while also actually having some interesting ideas that it's sharing and explaining through these characters. And then there's the music. The music's just, I mean, it goes without saying. The thing, it's just everything from the moment you first hear Rules of Nature, the music just has something to it. And the use of music where like the boss themes have their lyrics set in to signal that you enter the final phase. So wonderful. I love it. Just amazing. And also Jetstream Sam is really, 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 really hot.